Hello everyone, Krydex here. Welcome back to our Pure Angels playthrough. In our last episode, we had gotten the ore crushing thing. We were starting to get it figured out, and I made a change after we stopped the video because I realized I'm being a not smart person. The reason for the change is I had originally thought, I'm going to put all 6 crushed ores onto a provider, into a provider station. But that's kind of dumb because crushed ores, the 6 different types, are only used in 2 places. I mean, realistically, like, I don't count silos, and I don't count the sorting that I'll never do again, and I'm probably not going to use ferrous or cupric mixtures for a while, nor direct smelting. So there's really only 2 things. We use it for chunks in hydro refining, and we use it for the sorting, the catalyst sorting, which is what we're planning on setting up. So it's only used in 2 places, so why would I put it on trains? Because I can set up the sorting here, and I can set up the hydro refining here, or here, or here. And so really, I kind of realized to myself, I only want to use trains for things that are provided to a lot of different places. Like paper, for example, goes to a lot of places. And batteries, I imagine, will go to a lot of places. And so I just want to be careful. If something's only used in one place, I should just belt it. And I'm okay with belting it to a neighboring city block. Some people really don't like that. They want to keep their city blocks nice and separate, but you can cut down on a lot of train traffic if you're willing to send stuff to the next city block over, which I am. And so that's what we'll be doing with all of our crushed resources. And I might actually be able to fit the hydro refining up here even, because there's still going to be quite a lot of space left. Or I'll just leave this extra space for more crushing at some point. So, in any case. Stanic, plumbic, and titanic mixtures. Interesting. Yeah, I've never done Mad Clowns, so I wouldn't know. We did already set all this up, though, so I just copied everything over and had my Nanobots rebuild it, so you can see I've actually almost run out of Nanobots. So all the crushed stone is going to be here, coming out the bottom. And we are going to unload the 3 ores still from here. So the crushed stone is going to go into these 2. And again, we're going to have provider stack threshold 40. I need to set up the... Oh, I guess I got rid of it. We're going to copy this guy again, because we want a very similar system as the Coke, where we can get rid of crushed stone if there's more than 48,000 of it, which is 2 trainfuls, right? 48,000 divided by 200 is 240 stacks. Yeah, that's 2 trainfuls. And we have a provide threshold of 40 stacks. This is provided on priority 1, which is a higher priority. So if something is waiting for stone, it will grab from this one as soon as it becomes available. Or sorry, if both of these are available, the regular one and this one, and then a train all of a sudden gets hungry, as I like to think about it, a station gets hungry for crushed stone, then it will come to this one rather than the other one, which is what we want. And so then we simply need this to go to channel 2. This is set on network ID 1 only, and then it'll go to 3, because this will double. Yeah, it'll output 1 of those. We basically want to output 2 of them, so it doubles it to make it 2, outputs that into this. So then it'll go on to channels 1 and 2. I think that's all we want. And why don't we actually put this in our train book? We're going to do this pretty frequently. This will be called byproduct provider. And obviously we'll have to change the, the resource here, but other than that, it's a pretty good system. And if I wanted to be super tricky, I could do if anything is greater than 48k. Because if I'm only providing one thing, then I'm not going to need to change this blueprint every time. And this is false when there are no inputs, which means if it's empty, it's going to be false, which is good. and then it'll stay false until that item goes above 48k. So yeah, that's actually a better idea. I haven't used each or anything or everything very often. I've been inspired by Catherine of Sky. She uses these signals a lot more, and I'm realizing that I probably should use them a lot more. So, because then it can save me a lot of work on things. But I need to be careful when to use them. There are right times and there are wrong times. This is a right time, I believe, because I'm only ever going to be providing one thing anyway. All right, I am going to need... Oh, you know what? Here, let's be smart. We're going to be smart twice in a row. We're going to blacklist crushed stone on these. And then, what this means... I do need to go on both sides, though. What this means is I won't have to change the filters when I change the recipes. Because blacklisting crushed stone is the same as doing anything other than crushed stone. I do forget that filter inserters can blacklist. Archcraft, the wire... Oh, you're right, this connection. Wait, what is this even connected to? Yeah, I didn't even connect this. Yeah, you're totally right. And I don't actually... The reason you said is not the reason I'm going to do it. I do think it's a great idea, though. The reason I'm going to do it is because that way I won't forget. It's the forgetfulness that I'm more worried about than the saving wires. Wires are cheap. But forgetting to connect something is... I've done that many times. So, that's why I'm going to do it. Anyway, we need to copy this whole... Let me make sure it's powered up before we copy it, though. Okay, yeah, that seems good. So we're going to copy this whole chunk for the other ones. Perfect, and I'm going to go get some nanobots. What's up, Complex? Welcome on in. Good to see ya. Head back to town here. Nanobots are still flying out furiously. Man, I do like trains. Oh, that's a cool... I just pointed at the screen. I don't know why I do that sometimes. That looked really cool when they were, like, flying out, but I was going 300 miles an hour. It makes it seem like the nanobots have more range than they do, but they're actually just getting queued up. And once they get queued up, they'll still fly out no matter how far away you move. So it's not as cheating as it looks like. It kind of looks like you're cheating, but it's not. Okay, I do need some more Filthy Boys, and we're going to go up to 100 of those, just given how big I am building these days. 300 nanobots. And re-up our Signal subscription. Kind of re-up our everything subscription. How's LTN stops? There we go. I don't want stack, though. LTN combos. Big power poles, little power poles. Well, thankfully they're medium power poles now, but still littler than the big ones. Do some more rails. Probably chill with 1,000. Servo motors, do I even care about those? Probably not. As long as I have enough inserters. Belts, definitely care about that. Undergroundies. Or as some might say, underneathies. Miners? Yeah, why not have 150 on me? Thankfully, we've got a lot more inventory, and we just want to keep researching stuff. We're going to need all of this eventually. It's kind of funny. This research does nothing. But it unlocks a new resin recipe, I guess. Which may or may not be useful. I'm not sure yet. Let's do radar upgrades, because we can. Crafting speed, I don't really care about. I can't build these other trains for a long time anyway. We can get the cool pressurized gas tanks. I don't care about that, so I'm not going to waste resources on it yet. We do want cooling and strand casting. That's a pretty big deal. And I'm just going to slowly work towards all these. Maybe I'll start with research speed. and fast mini loaders. And then I guess I need to do those. That'll unlock some more options. We'll start with that. Yeah, I'll do hydro refining eventually. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Oh, crap. You know what I need to do? I need to get, hold on. Is there a hotkey for that? I don't know. But we're gonna do that. Oh, 1 square short. Are you for reals? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab all the lead and all the copper that we've built up. And we're gonna go add this into our battery making real quick. And then we'll come back. Shouldn't take too long. Because I can take this all the way to... It's weird you can only do it in map view and you can't do it, like, when you're not in the map view. I always find that strange. Squiggle, squiggle, squiggle. Okay. And then, which one's which again? Oh yeah, they just both go in here. Perfect. Bam, bam. Go back. Complex, that's a great question. I get that one a lot, and my answer is always Crastorio too. It's just, it's close to vanilla, but it changes enough that it's very approachable. If you're looking for pure insanity, you definitely will go for something like Bob's Angels or Addons, or jump straight into something like Nullius, which is far more complicated than K2, Crastorio 2. But I always recommend Crastorio 2 if someone's asking, like, what's a good one to start with? Because it doesn't just completely blow up everything, which most of the other mod packs do. Pure Bobs is what I started with, because back then not as many mods existed, but Pure Bobs is not quite as approachable as Crastorio 2. I would say Pure Bobs is far more approachable than Angel Bobs, however. So if you do want to get into the Angel Bobs world, I actually recommend you just play with Bobs. Install all the Bobs mods. It's pretty fun. There's lots of new toys to play with, new tiers of stuff. It's a little overpowered and the balance isn't perfect, but it is fun. And I definitely wouldn't recommend Pure Angels as your first mod pack, given what you guys have seen so far. Am I good on everything? I always forget something, but this looks pretty good. Maybe steel. I should have some steel in my inventory. And I think that's it. Okay. So... Sounds great, Archcraft. You do what you need to do, man. Do I need more locomotives? I probably should set up another one just while I'm here. It's amazing how fast you run out of trains. And it's not difficult for me to expand this. Just go like this. And get that all lined up. Set up another one. This just merges in. And then this merges in nicely. And now I need the red belts. And a power pole. Okay. Oh, crazy mod idea. That's always fun. Okay, that should work. Solids depot. Oh, we're gonna need a liquids depot at some point as well. But you're gonna go to solids depot. Why is that not? It's always weird. That should be. Yeah, something's wrong. It's like you actually have to get it to travel there for it to trigger properly. Still didn't do it. What have I done wrong? Combinator's not on. There we go. Now it's working. Perfect. Okay, so we want to get all this going. This requires... I'm going to hook up the belts first, and then we're going to work on the mining situation, which is probably going to be a long time. We're going to be putting down miners for a while, people, because we're going to have to supply all of this ore from different places. I'm definitely going to need more filter inserters too, now that I think about it, because these all require filter inserters. So we'll have to come back for that. Get these belts placed down. Now, kind of random news, but I am looking at different Factorio playthrough ideas currently, and not necessarily that I'm feeling like I want to quit Pure Angels, but depending on how long this takes, I may end up doing kind of two in parallel, where I keep going to Pure Angels, but then I'm also doing another one. We'll see if I actually am capable of doing that, or if it destroys me. Guess we'll find out. But the idea would be, there is a mod called Factorissimo Inception, and basically you start the playthrough in a factory, and the whole playthrough takes place. That's what I'm looking for. It takes place inside a Factorissimo factory, and you get recursion unlocked from the beginning. And resources are actually a little bit easier to come by because they just come in from the outside for free, so you don't have to build miners. But the hard part is there's no space other than the space that you create recursively inside of the factory. So you have to design the whole factory recursively, which I think is pretty sweet. And so I was thinking I could do the BZ mods along with that, because I haven't tried the BZ mods yet. And then I could also do space expansion, which is the one I currently have here on the Angels playthrough, but I don't think will ever come into play, because I don't think I'm going to get that far. But maybe I'm being hard on myself. Who knows? But all that to say, that sounds like a fun idea. I did try it out for a couple minutes just to see what it would feel like, and it seemed pretty fun. So that could be one that I get into at some point. What do we do? We did Bob, Ruby, and now we want Atheneum and Gibolite. Okay. And then from all of that, we get 90 crushed stone out. That's bonkers. So that's going to come over and up to there. Okay. Bam, bam. Crushed stone. That should do it. And then this gets a little tricky and annoying because of the loading stuff, but I think we can figure it out. Someday we'll have stack inserters. That day is not today. Yeah, so that one will go that way. This will come up. How did I do? I know there's a way to do this. I'm just going to have to remember. This one has to come up and around. This one has to go underground. Further. Yeah, this is how it works. That one loads in. The other half loads in. And then this, both halves need a load in. So this one needs to go underground. This one loads in. I can move this down one square. Move that to here. And at this point, I might as well go around the back. That loads in. It's so annoying to do it that way. I will be very excited to have red mini loaders. But this is a good proof of concept that it's possible to do up to 6 belts in or out. Or at least, well, 3 to 6. I guess I don't know 6 total belts out. Well, I could do 2 on this end, 2 on... Yeah, we could easily do 6 out. Anyway, I am digressing. We need to set our requests and then fix our which belts go where type problem. So we'll do that, and then we will get to mining. So as far as which belts go where, I am going to go in order. You know what could be helpful? I'm going to copy this and mirror it. Here, what we'll do is we'll copy the whole thing, we'll put it down, we'll take out that. I'll deconstruct all those pieces. Then I'll hit G. And place this here. Because these are going to be the ones that go to the bottom. And so we're going to have ruby, crot, or rubite, not rubyite, of course, crotinium and givolite. So as far as requests, we're going to want, what's the total? 540? 540 divided by 3? What is that? Who knows? I feel like it's evenly divisible, but it's not coming to me. 18. So I'll do like 150. 30 extra stacks. That's enough time, right? I just need to be careful to make sure I request enough that the delay isn't going to be a problem, right? Because if I'm using 30 a second, and I'm only requesting 30 stacks more, 30 stacks times 200 divided by 30, well, that's only 200 seconds. So that means a train needs to be able to get here within 200 seconds. Otherwise, we're going to have throughput issues. And we need to think that way with our other things, and that potentially means lowering the stack threshold or making the warehouse bigger. So we just need to keep that in mind. Anyway, we said this is rubite. So we want rubite ore. We want bobmonium ore, and we want crotinium. No, sorry. Givolite ore. And for each of these, we're going to do negative 150. 150 we said was 200 seconds. 160 would be even more, so that should be plenty. So I'll do that for each one of these. Copy, paste. And that does it. I think we're good. Stack threshold on. Train limit 3. It's going to complain. That's fine. Copy the settings, change the ores. Oh, you can't change the signal. That is the one strange thing about LTN Combinator. It's probably based on how it has to work. But it is kind of annoying. So this one's going to have the sapphirite ore, the stereotyte ore, and the bobmonium ore. And again, with the same amounts. Yep, we're going to get a lot of errors for a minute. I might just have to turn that off. It's going to bother me. Okay, and then for these, the topmost one, which could be this, shall be the, that is rubite. Yes. So you two are rubite. And then the next one is I like the look of that better. That's the this one, what's that called? Crotinium? Or and this one. Those two merge there. And that goes that. And then finally we have this last one. which is Jivolite with the V. There we go. Okay. Done. Oh, wait, what the heck? What the heck, what the heck, what the heck? Screwed up this last one. Oh, because I didn't copy paste it, right. Okay. There we go. Alright, and then these three, I wonder, can they go all the way through? No, they can't. Oh, bother. I guess we can just do one of these. Okay. And this is the Bobmonium on these two. And then this one, these front two are the Stereotype. Awesome. And then the last two are Saphirite. Okay. And just to make sure, yep, those are the right things. Everything seems good. Okay, so now we just need ore provided, and then these can have their fill of crushed ores. Now the outputs, where are the outputs going currently? That is undetermined. The outputs are going to have to go out to the north, I think. Maybe we get that at least lined up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we'll be okay doing it this way. Okay, maybe not. I guess I can move this over. So it can be a little bit further back. Get these more out of the way. Just do that. Okay. So then that's the third. Yeah, so this is the fourth output. Combines with these. And then this is the fifth. Oops. Oh, yeah, I guess we can just do that. Gosh, this is a lot. And then it's kind of annoying. This last one doesn't quite fit perfectly, does it? But that's okay. We'll have it work out nicely. 4, 5, 6. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're gonna turn that off. Oops, don't quit the game. Settings, where are you? LTN. It's in the map setting. There it is. Message level, errors and warnings. Actually, that'll still give me the same thing. I just need to turn them off for now, I think. Okay. Because I like hearing those when everything's supposed to be working properly, which right now it is not. Okay. So those will be my 6 belts of ore. And we've got crushed stone and everything all figured out. Archcraft, this is less spaghetti-y. It's a little spaghetti-y, but overall, as a build, it's not spaghetti-y. I don't mind a little bit of tiny spaghetti like this. You know, it doesn't have to be perfectly consistent, because, like, the buildings are in nice rows. It's the same blueprint 6 times. The output's nice. So, a little bit of finagling to get the belts where they need to go. I don't mind. On that note, now we need to mine the crap out of some patches. This is where We have to think to ourselves, are we going to use Farl? Probably. So what I'm thinking is we bring a branch of trains down and around here. Because this is where I already have mines set up. However, all the ore comes into this area. So I could... Yeah, all of it's right here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have the 4 types of ore right here. The problem is, though, it's not the whole patch. So I could fix the trains at home situation by bringing a train station over here, for example. So I think that's probably what I'll do. And then this is a fairly good area because there's 4 types of ore right here. And then just a little further west, and there's Givelite and Crotinium. So I think we'll bring a 2-lane system all the way up here and then west. Sounds good. Yep. Okay. So we're going to have to do a Farl situation. So we're going to have to get that set up. And then we will go make those tracks, and we're going to need a heck of a lot more miners. Probably some more belts for all that. So let's grab a locomotive. Or a wagon, I mean. Oops, that's not even the wagon. Okay, we'll grab 1 wagon. And then I need to put the Farl module in here. Which, I have one somewhere, but I don't want to find it. We'll just make a new one. And that will enable the ability to place tracks and stuff. So we'll put that in there. Give it some more fuel. Yeah, you're right. The Farl module. Actually, I think I took it out. I might have taken it out. So we're just going to give this the signals and a bunch of rails and big power poles. We'll grab some more of those things. I don't know, 1,500 more. Hopefully that's enough. More signals and some more big poles. And we'll grab some more miners, which are over here. Hopefully 300's enough for now, and lots more belts. Maybe that'll do it. Guess we'll see. Should be good on undergrounds. You don't need a ton of undergrounds for this type of work. Oh, and we needed more filter inserters in general. Alright, so then we'll throw in some more rails, a few more signals, and hopefully that's enough for now. We will have to set up the kind of Farl stuff, but we'll do that here in a minute. Let's start... I think starting up here makes sense. And then if I do build another city block here, I can just kind of delete the rails and then reconnect them on the left side without too much hassle. But I'm pretty sure this is more likely to get used soon than this one. I don't know why, but just feels like it would look better. So now I need essentially to set up a little blueprint for the straight rail, 1, 2, 3, and the diagonal rail. The diagonal rail is always tricky to me because I want the spacing to look right, but diagonal spacing's weird because you can do right next to each other. So that's like 1, 2, 3. That doesn't look right. Does that look right? Yes, I would say that looks right. So then I'll delete this. Okay, so how Farl works is you need a chain signal on the right side, a regular signal on the left, a power pole somewhere, And then if you want anything else to be placed periodically, you would do that as well. But this is all you need for the basics. And the chain signals just so that it knows which side is the right side. So then I'll put this as a blueprint, and I'll put this as a blueprint. And then we should be able to hop in and go to settings, and then we do distance between rail signals, I'll say is 30, or even, let's see, how far apart do they need to be? This is, so 23 is the current spacing, or 22 depending on how it measures it. So 30 should be fine. Maybe a little too frequent, but who cares? Rail type, place pole entities, removes cliffs, doesn't matter, place walls and ghosts, smear concrete, connect logic wires we don't need. So now we have to read blueprints. So we hit, we go to this one and hit read, and then we go to this one and hit read. And save blueprint for straight rail and diagonal rail, and then we will save that layout so we can load that later. I think that's all we need to do. And now we can change this bad boy into manual mode. Delete those. Why have I gone diagonal? Because you can drive trains diagonally. At least for this, why would you can make trains go a shorter distance. If you adhere to only 90-degree train directions, then you're wasting fuel and time. That seems silly to me. Because we can turn diagonally and do this. And if it's not part of a city block, who cares? That's my opinion anyway. Oh no! We screwed it up. Hold on. Back it up. We need signals on both sides. Which... it's weird. Why is it not... oh, stop. What did I do here? Why is it not placing the signal diagonally? Is it because it has to, like... I don't know, does it have to be at, like, a 45-degree angle to that one? Is that the issue? Was it my weird spacing here, potentially? I don't know. Let's try that again. So settings, load in the diagonal. Wait. Oh, not create blueprint for. It's not. Oh, crap. Delete that. I don't want you to create one for me. Also, is that left-hand drive? What was that monstrosity? I want you to read. Save over that. And now we want to do maintenance, which should kind of fix things for the way we want them to be. It's still not placing signals on the left. Weird. What have I done? But it's placing it on the straight rail. That's why I'm confused. I didn't place this. Farrell placed this. So it clearly understands this one, but not this one? I am confused. I don't feel like I've ever had this issue before. This should work. Question mark, question mark. Okay, let's try it again. 50th tries the charm, right? Let's just clear the blueprints, and then I will load these in again. Read that. Read that. Save over. Maybe it's one of my settings. It has place signals on it. Maximum cruise speed, distance between rail signals needs to be 30. Mirror concrete. Concrete doesn't matter. Huh. Okay, save settings. I've got maintenance on, so it should remove stuff. Hey, Samsa. No, you actually need one of them to be a chain signal for it to read the blueprint correctly, so that is part of the intended system. There it goes. That was really weird. I don't know why I wasn't doing that properly. Okay. So we want to keep going diagonal for a little while, and then we'll take a left here. Yeah, I'm honestly not confident on the reason why it was doing that. Couldn't really tell ya. I guess I just had to have it lined up properly. Okay, now we're gonna turn left to go over the rubite patch. What happens if I just keep driving? Huh. It says, no thank you. So we need some undergrounds here. Start. How is it going to feel about this? Oh. Oh gosh, now I've broken it. Couldn't place a power pole there. Okay, hopefully this will figure itself out now. Okay, there we go. Okay, do I want to detour to the right or to the down? Well, to the right or left, I guess. Probably up this way and then across. Because then that'll get me towards the crotinium, this oil, and this givelite, and closer to that bobmonium, which is a bigger patch than this one. So turn right, turn left. I don't care about that tiny little coal patch. We are running out of rails, so this will be the end of the line here. Stop. We'll put a little loop-D. All right, and let's see. That gets what does that get us? There's also givelite over there. I could just use that one. So we've got rubite, saphirite, steer. So those two, we've got rubite, bobmonium. So the main four, and then we'll get givelite and crotinium from over here. So yeah, everything can get got from over here, including a decent chunk of oil, and I can come up here for a giant coal patch if we need that. So that's great. And now we just need to go back and get some more rails. So let's go visit home again real quick. And then I'll just need to set up a bunch of mining. Which I'll probably copy this. I'll replace the poles. And we'll just paste that over everything. No, I need the new rails too. I'll just make a new one. 300.2 kilometers an hour. It's going slightly faster than its rated speed. Okay. Why do I have a bunch of random stuff? I don't know where that came from. Dump chest. The dump chest. Getting rid of things you probably shouldn't throw away since 1999. Or whenever dump chests started. Let's see. We need to get rid of these belts. I'm fine to recycle those because I have that set up already. And then I will need a bunch of belts for this, so I'll even take a few more. Gosh, and 300 miners? Somehow that doesn't feel like enough. We'll just go with 400. Or even just take them all. Take them all. Some more rails. Alright, surely that's got to be enough. And some more power poles. We're going to need a lot of those. Inserters, we probably have enough. We do need a decent amount for the stations, though, so we'll go with 50 more. This will be a big project, so can't hurt to have a few extra. And you have not enough big poles for later. Though I guess, yeah, we'll need a overhaul some more. We'll leave that on there. Okay, here we go. First order of business is sapphirite. Why not? So we'll go here. And I am going to use a little bit of my better judgment here, which is simply I'm not going to make every one of these a T-junction. As far as I know, LTN trains don't go pick up two things at once unless you're doing a multi-provider station. So there's no reason that I have my sapphirite station over here. I guess I can go a little closer. There's no reason for me to be able to turn like this way into the station. Why would I need to be able to do that? Nor would the station need to be able to turn to the right. I'm only ever going to go left towards the base. Unless someday I have a need to take ore this direction. And if I ever really need that, I can leave everything set up the way it is and just put a turnaround somewhere, and then it just adds a little bit of time. But I think it's going to save me a lot of complexity on these stations, because essentially I can just have, you know, it turns this way, it does its thing, and then it comes back and goes, oh, I missed, and goes this way. So that seems much, much, much simpler. And then we just need a simple rail signal on the front. And then a rail signal kind of up here. That is enough space for a train. I'll probably need to blueprint this at some point, but I'll just make that its own little block. Technically, we should have a chain here. And I think that's literally all we need. And then we just need a new signal. Once it goes this way. Hey, thanks for the follow, Weapon. Welcome on in. Well, I guess, yeah, we just need a signal at the beginning of each, because, yeah, we need it more like that. That's what we need. Okay, that, my brain was like, why is this not looking the way I expected it to? That's what we needed. Okay, and then I need a station. Provider station. Oh, yeah, the stupid... It's so strange to me that, so this is provider station horizontal. And then I'm going to need to make one for vertical. And then we connect that. And then this is set to 380. Oh, that should be set to 120, actually. Off. No. We like 80. Sorry, again, I keep mixing myself up. Provide stack threshold is fine. to be lower. It's the request one that if you don't want empty trains, you need to be bigger. Okay. So that's good. Right. Okay, we need that as a provider station vertical. P and vertical. And then we do need to, oops, where did it go? This one does need, did we change something here? No, we're keeping it 80. Okay, never mind. Alright, get rid of all that. And then we can finally, where are you? There you are. Plop that there. Oh, but do I care about trains stacking up? Like this way, only one can come at a time. I guess that's fine. Maybe we'll do something like this. That way a couple more trains can come and wait if we need a couple at once. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's fine there. Whatever. But then here we need something like that. And then we need space for 3. So there's 1. So train limit here needs to be 2. Alright. That's good. Now we just need to bring down the stuff. Good stuff. And actually, what we can do, if there's up to 4 belts, did I ever make an upgrade planner? I don't think I did for belts. So let's get that set up. So we want our yellow, even are they? Yellow to red, yellow to red, and yellow to red. So if we upgrade that, and this guy will be output priority right, and this one will be output priority right, then that'll be as much ore as possible flowing in to this one. Oh, why are power poles not part of my blueprints? I need to fix that. Yikes. Okay, so that'll fill up. Am I happy with that just being completely full? I think I am. That is kind of the point of mining after all. And I guess we just need to expand on our field here, get rid of the empty ones. You know, I used to have an auto deconstruct mod. I should grab that one again. It'll just automatically get rid of the miners that have no stuff left underneath them, mark them for deconstruction. And that's pretty handy. Okay, so I want essentially, yeah, we're just going to start fresh here, and I'll copy a chunk, because the power poles are going to be different. Because with the medium poles, you can go every 3. So that's 3, and then this is 3, and then this is 3. And then we'd have to go to the middle of the next one. Okay. And so then belt. And then I want to copy this all the way up to there. And mirror it. Plop that down. And then we can copy that set. way up to here. As a mining blueprint. I can delete these guys now. Okay, and then I can pretty easily do that. What's going on here? I don't know. Okay. Let's get that constructed. Bring these down. Let's see. We are going to have a lot of extra coming from these two because they're red belts. Although, are they... Actually, I don't know if that's true. Yeah, it's not even more than 15 anyway. Those could be yellow belts. So, this is where... I don't know. Technically, I should have more balancers, but... I'm just going to do one of these kinds of things. It should be once we get to here. And then if I upgrade these to red belts. That should be fairly sufficient. What we're trying to do here. Probably could be better. It would be better if I did output priority left on all of them. One more there. There we go. That's like 3 full red belts. Nice. Which is gonna... We're slightly getting less towards home base for a minute, but this is gonna fill up pretty fast. Like 10 minutes or something. Okay. So there we go. There's one patch done and completed. That's gonna last us a while. 3.8 million is nice, and I think we're gonna have to call it an episode there. So, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I'll see you all next time.